For more on this, we're now joined on the phone line by our reporter Liu Yao, who's in Liuzhou City. Liu Yao, tell us, the authorities there in the city are saying that the pollution has by and large been contained, but does that necessarily mean the entire situation itself is under control? Because I believe the focus now shifts to the reservoir.
Well, as far as I know, like I talked to some experts, they mentioned in the upstream of the Longjiang River, the toxic high-intense material cadmium is still in the water, especially, this is the winter season. The water volume is relatively low, and it is harder to dilute this kind of contaminated water in a short period. And emergency team have put a significant amount of aluminum and iron chemical materials into the water to neutralize the water body and to make toxic cadmium sediment. And these measures are kind of very effective. And the city of Hechi, where actually the contamination happened, has coordinated with the city of Liuzhou and other emergency teams of Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region to work on the contamination situation and trying to reduce this kind of level of cadmium in the Longjiang River, the water body from the upstream. And besides, as far as I heard, besides monitoring the cadmium, authority also have to inspect other toxic materials in the water body. And this morning, I talked to the Lieutenant Governor of Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, Mr. Lin Yanxiu. Well, he mentioned he visited the Liuxi, the municipal water facility. This is the biggest tap water facility for the Liuzhou city. And in the facility, he said that authorities are determined just to make sure the tap water supply in the Liuzhou city and make sure the tap water is safe to drink.
Okay.
While at the same time, of course,
Liu, what about the next few days? We've been told by the authorities in Liuzhou City that the next few days are going to be critical. What are they hoping to achieve in the next few days, and why is it so important?
Well, as you mentioned just now, the situation right now, probably it is still too early to tell whether the situation will be completely under control. And on one hand, it seems that contamination sources stopped its pollution. On the other hand, high intensity contaminated material are moving towards the city, towards the downstream of the Longjiang River, that is the Liujiang River, right going through the Liuzhou city, and probably it will reach some section where the municipal water facility pump the water for the tap water supplies. Well, let me just put it this way. Yes, probably today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow will be the most critical time to monitor this kind of situation and see whether the situation will get worse or not. And, I went to the local supermarkets to talk to some local residents. They are indeed reserving some bottled water to prevent any worst-case scenario happening.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we know at this point.
All right. Liu Yao, thanks very much for joining us on the News Hour. Liu Yao, our correspondent in Liuzhou City. She'll be keeping an eye out on the progress of that story, cadmium pollution in the Longjiang River there.